Now, does everybody know where I live?
You do now.
I'm 530 feet above sea level in western Washington, where figs don't grow. Figs grow in Mediterranean climates, in places like California and Florida. They do not grow in western Washington. And I want you to notice the abundance of figs I have. They get ripe every year. So if anybody here is in western Washington want a fig tree, you see those little suckers coming out of the ground. If you when you get ready to leave, go down, break them off, go and plant it, bury the whole thing. This tree you're seeing was one of those suckers 4 years ago.
Wow.
Hi. 4 years ago, that was a sucker. It's amazing how well they produce, and fast. And you see those grapes over there? That's another thing you don't grow here. Grapes don't grow here. It's so fun doing stuff they say you can't. These are strawberries, and this was 12 plants last year, and I've given boxes away. I mean, it's taken over, and people have taken all kinds of boxes out of here. You know, constantly. You can see the deer are munching the tops of, you know, and this hasn't been watered this year yet. Now, are there any gardeners here who pull weeds? Come here. Someone go pull that dandelion out, and everybody watch them do it. Get around the base and just pull straight up and just...
Oh my God.
Did you hear that? They're hard to pull out.
It just slid right out.
Are you loving it?
I am loving
This
it.
is how it's supposed to be.
I fight them at
I,
home.
that's why I said get a gardener, because this is not your normal experience. You can eat it. It's very good.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of this stuff. There's another one. Someone didn't believe her. There's one right there. Go pull it. See that dandelion right there? Go ahead and see that big green thing there? Go pull it. Pull it out. And watch how easy it is.
Easy or hard? Wow.
Isn't that fun?
And you got the whole thing. It didn't break.
Now, asparagus. Everybody should grow asparagus. Everyone. It's the easiest plant to grow, and it's perennial. You see, right now it's finished, and so it's going to seed, creating these ferns, and they're quite attractive in a garden. But make sure you plant them on borders and edges. Don't put them in the center of your garden, because all summer long this is growing and it'll be in your way. So put them on edges. When you go to harvest, people don't know how to harvest asparagus, and they go break them off at the top, snap them off, and they don't come back. So you want to go down to the bottom and break it off at the crown. Now, where's my friend?
Right behind you.
Oh.
Come here. Now I want you to be very expressive.
That looks pretty big.
No, you're not going to eat it all, because this bottom. But what I want you to see something when I do this. Watch the bottom of this.
Oh my God.
You see the water dripping out? Now you know from your experience eating asparagus that this is going to be tough and stringy.
I usually have to peel it.
I want you to start here and eat it and talk to us. Talk to us.
It's really subtle. I do
Here.
Asian cooking.
Uh-huh.
And I cook with asparagus a lot, and I always have to peel almost all the way to the, to the tip, just to remove the toughness of it. Oh, this is so good.
That's for you. No, it's for you.
No.
You get all of it.
No.
Listen, you're good.
Yeah? I feel so selfish, but I broke it off. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Now,
Touch this yet.
have you had anything like this before?
No, I haven't. No, I
And
haven't.
I want you all to see, this is the norm. This is how it's supposed to be. I'm doing nothing weird, no fertilizer, no effort, just a matter of wood chips laying on the ground that they're growing in, being supported, and it's that good.
Why do you let it go to flower?
You have to, because you see, the plant,
Yeah?
the crown has to be supported, and after it puts out all these shoots,
Support it. What does that mean?
being, getting life.
Oh,
You see that spear coming up like this?
Yeah.
There's no way to get photosynthesis. There's no leaves. And so nothing's going back into the plant. So when it creates all this fruit, it's taking in photosynthesis, getting life from the sun.
Oh, it's recycling.
And so it's building itself. And so all summer long, you got to see it's creating seeds. See these little seeds here?
Yeah.
That's all seed happening. And so this has to happen also because that's supporting and building the crown for next year's growth.
I see. And do you save the seeds?
No, it just says fall on the ground. I have,
Does
yeah,
it just
I
reseed itself?
it reseeds itself. And let me just tell you the challenge I have. I have this row here, and I have one over there under my tree. See, I'm planting now. I planted asparagus under my apple trees in full shade behind a building that takes all the afternoon sun. I'm doing all the things they say you can't do, and it's totally thriving. Totally awesome. And so I have that bed, this one up by the house, and in April, when this stuff comes on, every 2 days I have a 4-quart pot full, every other day. And so by June I'm getting a little bit tired of it, you know, so I eat other things, but I'm just saying the production, the abundance is just like totally incredible.
Are you doing that just to be a bit rebellious, just to kind of test your theory about where?
Theory?
Well, not theory, but oh, sorry.
It's okay.
But just to test where you can grow the idea of.
I was raised in a Swiss German culture.
Yeah.
And I think that German part of me just loves doing things they say you can't.
Yeah.
There's something about that that just like attracts my attention. Oh, I can't? Really? Yeah. So I'm motivated to do things you can't because it's just fun. And what I'm seeing in nature, there aren't any can'ts. And what I'm getting is to see all the stuff we're taught in school, track with me, is coming from a default premise where you've got a depleted soil that's been mined and ruined and they're trying to fix. Nothing in nature is broken and it doesn't need to be fixed. It's just huge. It's really huge.
I love it.
You're going to see in a moment, we're going to walk, I have strawberry plants growing under that cherry tree in full shade. We're talking like total shade that are so lush and green. Excuse me?
Before you leave the asparagus, when do you cut it down?
In the winter, when it turns all brown,
Okay, just let it go
I don't cut it down, I break it off at the crown.
break it off. Okay.
And can I tell you something? For those of you who like asparagus, you take this one home to you because you never heard this one before. This is an accident I had one day. I have asparagus bed over here. I'm going by in August with my wheelbarrow, and I break off one of these ferns. And I didn't want to leave it broken, so I snapped it off with the crown. I came back in a week, and there's total awesome spears coming up. And I'm thinking like, what? This is August! And what I got was I just pruned it. I just stimulated new growth. And so if you want a fall crop, the first one row you harvest in April, the other one you immediately let it go to seed right away. Don't ever cut it. About August, start snapping them off, and you're going to have asparagus all fall when everybody's looking at you like, where did you get that? Well, out of my garden. It's just growing fine. I'm just telling you, man, nature's awesome.
Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
can I get 2 of those?
Excuse me?
Someone? Can I get 2 of those for someone?
2 what?
Asparagus.
Asparagus what?
Eat.
Oh. Do you see anything that's edible?
I don't know.
Okay.
Or at least one.
Yeah, oh, here's an awesome one.
There you go.
Yeah, awesome.
In it.
Oh, I see.
And then a baby one next to it.
The baby one is 2 baby. Oh, I see another one too.
Oh yeah, over there.
You said for the fall crop, if you let it go to seed.
Initially, when it comes up in spring,
Yeah,
don't cut it.
right. And mine, we weren't around, so mine all went to seed this year. And
So it's time. You can start breaking them off like I just
I
did,
can do it now.
and you'll get a good crop.
Okay.
That's probably good. Thanks.
Mine are a lot bigger, actually. Yeah, so a lot of my seeds have actually started to.
Okay, let's walk over here and sample some food.
Well, you don't yank it out like originally say. You broke it.
At the crown, underneath, you want to break it off at the crown. Because see, everybody snaps off the top.
I always done
Nothing
that.
grows back. Nothing comes back. But when you snap that off, man, in a couple of days, another one's coming right because it's a pruning process. It stimulates growth.
Do you recommend leaving the seeds in that area?
If you want more.
Okay.
If you notice in nature, no one's planting seeds,
Yeah.
and everything keeps reseeding itself and growing quite well. Again, if you just pay attention to nature,
I just love your comment.
it's showing you how everything works really well.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need help. No one's showing up to work.
I tried so hard for so many years to have a garden like this, and then I heard your message, and I was like, God, what am I doing? What am I doing?
It's so simple.
just
It's so
amazing.
easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you make me feel so stupid.
No,
When you break it so easy.
But listen, you got lied to. You came under the influence
Yeah,
of the wrong source,
Yeah.
who doesn't have your best interest in mind.
Yeah.
So now you're going to shift. Come into the, all of nature knows how to do it. So just track with them.
2 years I've been listening to your message.
Awesome.
It's just amazing.
Yes.
How long does it take to start asparagus if you don't have it? Starting
You get it in spring, plant it in the ground, put witches over it, and you're going to have asparagus soon.
and does it, and it grows like January or late? Or,
It comes up in April.
oh, in April.
Let me explain to you the importance of asparagus and again the genius of the creator in the seasons. When does asparagus show up in your garden? What time of year?
January in the spring.
Not January. April. What did April follow?
Winter.
A winter when you had no greens. And your body is craving greens because you're mineral deficient. And so you're out in your garden, planting your garden because you're hungry for greens. Asparagus, it says, hi, I'll hold you over. Now track with me. Everybody who eats asparagus, when you go to the bathroom and urinate, there's a mineral odor coming off your urine that nothing else does. I mean, it's only asparagus. You know why? There's a reason. Asparagus sends roots in the ground 14 feet, not inches, 14 feet into the earth. And they're pulling up mineral content that no produce even gets near. And you know when it shows up in nature? At the time of year you're the most mineral deficient. You think that's an accident, a coincidence? It's by design, and it's perfect. I'm just telling you, it's amazing. And if you look at nature, the seasons, when things show up, there's a reason for that. It's very, very significant. And here we're trying to do all this stuff in greenhouses and have the same thing year round when it's stupid. It's not beneficial.